What it is, what it do, what it be like, what's good, what's hood. It's your boy Martin Hopeful, 1/3 of the Can't Focus podcast. And I have to get right into it. Let's do this. So, Killer Mike swept the Grammys, bro. This is history in the making, mind you. It is history in the making. You know, Killer Mike has been out here doing hip hop for 20 years. So the fact that his new album, Michael, was up for grabs or up for nomination for the Grammys, it's an amazing, amazing, amazing thing for him. So shout outs to him, man. He won Best Rap Performance. He won Best Rap Album and Best Rap Song for Scientists and Engineers, or is it Engineers and Scientists? I got to figure that out. But anyway, he won over Her Law, Heroes and Villains, King's Disease 2, and I think the one to win that everybody thought was going to win was Travis Scott, Utopia. So that, you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of Travis Scott people are feeling some type of way, man. Now, it's not only a big thing for Atlanta, but it's a big thing for hip hop. And there was a few bumps in the road, right? Some notable ones were, you know, Invasion of Privacy by Cardi B winning over Victory Lap, Album of the Year. To Pimp a Butterfly was out, and Taylor Swift won with her album 1989. Now, that was a dope album, but To Pimp a Butterfly was a historic album as well. And then we have in 2014, that's probably one of the biggest ones for rap, when Macklemore won for his album The Heist over Good Kid, Mad City. Good Kid, Mad City should have won. That is Kendrick's best album to date. And on top of that, Macklemore sent that infamous text message talking about, you should have won. I'm sorry, man. You should have gotten the Grammy. Thinking that was a cool idea to send a text message to Kendrick like that. Crazy. But since then, I think, like, you know, The Allegory by Royce da 5'9" won. I think King's Disease won by Nas. Like, real, like, actual, truthful hip hop started gaining some speed. So now Michael coming in full circle, sweeping the rap section of the Grammys, is an amazing, amazing thing. Let's see what my boy Killer Mike had to say about it.
And the Grammy goes to Killer Mike. Michael. Sweet. Atlanta is so sweet.
Oh, boy, the church, the stop.
You cannot tell me that you get too old. You can't tell me it's too late. You can't tell me dreams come true. It is a sweet. It is a sweet.
I'm so happy for this man, yo. You don't understand how happy I am for my boy Killer Mike doing this thing, bro. Winning, just sweeping the Grammys. And this is also what he said backstage, which is some really important facts that we need to know about when it comes down to this hip hop stuff.
Killer Mike, for nearly 2 decades, you've been a household name in hip hop. We've been familiar with how important you are to upholding the culture of rap music. But how does it feel to finally pick up awards on this scale and being acknowledged at such a platform like this?
It feels absolutely grand. And I want to encourage people out there that are chasing their dream. If it feels like you're slower, if it feels like some other people are reaching the finish line first or ahead of you, don't worry. Just keep running your race. Keep running your race and be grand in your plans. If you think you can jump 20 feet, convince yourself you can jump 40. If you convince yourself you can make 1 hit song, make 10 hit songs. The only thing stopping you, the only limitations you have is your imagination. Well, Atlanta, to me, is the capital of Black America. I think all Black people and other people should be celebrating Black History Month because it is for us all. I think Atlanta's the mecca of the Black world, and people should be there and investing in there. And I want to say, as far as Atlanta rap, we do amazing rap. And I want to encourage other people to follow people like Kenny Staples, follow people like JID, follow people like Nick Grant, follow people like Cuz Lightyear. There is a plethora of amazing lyricists. Rest in peace to 2 of them, Dope Boy Raw and my man Bags, that are just amazing out of Atlanta. And we're not just one sound. We all don't sound the same, and we ain't all just doing what you think we're doing. I consciously set out to make me the best MC in the world. I consciously set out to make the best album in the world. I consciously set out to tell the story of a young black boy growing up in the west side of Atlanta so that the world can see that our narrative isn't just victimization and losing, but we can win, we can thrive, and we'll prosper. And I'm confident in saying today we're going to be right back at your ass to do it again next year.
A couple of things I want to point out. Number one, Atlanta is not a monolith, y'all. I feel like that was a callback to what Baby said a couple of weeks ago at one of the podcasts. He mentioned the fact that the South doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Even to this day, it doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Killer Mike called it back and reeled that in and kind of helped out Birdman by basically saying like, yo, we're not a monolith. We got different sounds. We got the sound that's hip hop. We got the dance sound down lock. Like we got everything. Just come to Atlanta. You see, you get everything. And another thing I want to point out, because I feel like a lot of the haters, a lot of Killer Mike haters, a lot of what they say about him is that he does a lot of switching. Like he'll say he's for the black community, then turn around and say things that he's not for the black community. I think that Killer Mike has always been for the black community. The difference is he knows that even though there's trials and tribulations in our struggle, we can still persevere past that struggle. It's wrong that struggle is there, but we can persevere past that. My man has been doing this for 20 years. This is the first time he's getting recognized as a lyricist, as a songwriter, as a rapper, as an artist. And he's saying that it can happen for anybody. We just got to keep moving. It can happen for all of us. We just got to keep persevering and keep moving. But like I'm talking about the black community, but here's the craziness, bro. They just found out that minutes after the Grammy sweep, my man gets hauled off to jail. Let's take a look.
What? Hey, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. What the fuck? Tell us about it.
So we don't know what for. We'll keep you updated on it as much as we can at the Can Focus Pod YouTube channel about what's going on exactly with that situation. I have no idea, but I just feel like he talks so powerfully for the black community, and then to get hauled off like that is so embarrassing for him, bro. I don't like that for him. I feel like it's a setup to kind of like basically say, yo, we can persevere, we can move on, da-da-da-da-da. And here he is getting hauled off in handcuffs. I just felt like the timing was poor. What did he do that you had to haul him off after a Grammy sweep? He gets hailed to get jailed. Like, that's crazy to me, fam. You know what I mean? Even things like a lot of stuff that may happen that's ignorant is a big smack to the face in the black community, and it lingers more, right? If we think about Will Smith, he won Oscars that night for Emancipation, but we don't remember that. We remember him slapping Chris Rock. That's what linked. We're talking about Killer Mike doing his sweep for the rap section of the Grammys. A whole sweep, bro, gets hauled off in chains. That's gonna linger more. A shining moment, and then it just doused out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so sad to me. I just really hope that it doesn't linger and that we support the fact that Killer Mike literally for 20 years has been doing this hip hop thing. And is now getting recognized for it. I really hope that, you know, he gets out, he bounces back, and he's back in the studio doing amazing. Now, as we land the plane, shout outs to Killer Mike. Much love to Killer Mike. This is the Can Focus Podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell for when we got new content coming up. Peace.